Hey guys, and welcome to Painting with Moo. Today we are going to paint... Oh shit, why didn't it work? There we go. And this one, Call of Juarez. Gunslinger. That was hard. That was really, really hard. So basically, this game starts out with this guy, Silas. He is going to a bar and he's going to sit there. And at this bar, there are going to be a few people who are going to listen to him tell the story of how he became the famous Silas Greaves, I think his name was, how he became that bounty hunter. So basically, Silas is going to tell them all about his different stories. So basically, the way that you play this game is that you are Silas and you're going to be first-person shooter, and you are going to run around in this world, and you are going to... Well, basically, it's a Wild Western Wild Western game, which means that you are going to shoot people and you're going to do certain different missions. Like, for example, you start the first mission, the very, very first mission is that you play and you help Billy the Kid, and you help him kind of escape a tricky situation, and you're explaining, like, throughout this whole game, basically it is Silas... where did my mouse go? Here we go. There we go. So Silas is going to tell the story about all of his things that he ended up, like all of the things that happened in his life, and you as the player are going to play out that story. The thing is, throughout this game, there are going to be situations where these other people are going to tell them, like, hey, wait, no. I heard on this, I read in this novel that this is what happened, and then you play it in the way that they believe that happened. And then Silas is going to say, no, that's not how it happened, and then this is how it actually happened. So you are going to be rewinded in the story, and you're going to replay the new kind of story, which is kind of fun, innovative, and really, really exciting. This game is basically, it's divided into missions, so you're going to play one mission, which is going to be like one story. For example, the first one is when you met Billy the Kid and you helped him escape. The second story is how you and Billy the Kid get caught up in jail and your jailbreak, basically, out from that jail. So the whole game is divided into stories, and you're going to play it one by one, and at the end of each story, you're going to fight a boss. Most of the time, this boss is going to be a duel between another person. For example, the first mission, I think it was the first mission, you are fighting a sheriff. I can't remember the name of the sheriff, but you are dueling him. So basically, they go through the mechanics of how do you duel. You need to focus on the target, and you need to move your hand to make sure it's over the holster so that you can pull out your gun much quicker and whatnot. So this whole game is actually, it's quite fun. It has a lot of humor. It explains a lot of things with the story. It explains a lot of things what happened with Silas, and you're playing through his stories, and it's really entertaining. It has a lot of humor. It is fun to listen to the character explain the story, and then sometimes one person is like, yeah, wait, but the novel said that this is what happened, and then you play it in the way that they think that it happened, and then Silas go back and says, oh, well, this is how it actually happened, and then you play it again, and it's just really fun. It's actually quite hilarious. It's quite fun. There are some wonky mechanics when your character model, for example, it's not really responsive, or it easily hits the invisible walls that happens to be in the game, or like the hitbox of the environment is quite big sometimes, that when you're walking past it, you kind of hit them despite that you're not really are there, so to speak. I got stuck behind a plant once. It was easy to get out though, so it wasn't a huge deal. Slightly in some places a little bit of like non-responsive keys, or like the keys are a little bit slow to respond, I would rather say, which I don't see that as a huge issue, because it's not very apparent, and it's very, very subtle, so it's not super bad. But yeah, I think it was actually quite a fun game. I can't remember what I gave this. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna 8 out of 10. Shit, I should have looked into this before. So I think I gave it 8 out of 10, and I think it's a fun game. It's a little bit older, so there are going to be a little bit issues with graphics. It's not going to be super crisp as the game are today. It is innovative in the way that they're telling the story. It's innovative in the way that they play the story. It's a little bit repetitive when it comes to the duels and the mission and whatnot, but they're trying. You can tell that they're trying to add more um, variety into the duels. For example, like one time you are dueling two people, you are having a Mexican standoff with like several people, or you are the first duels you don't use the hand movement to go on top of the holster, and then they add that later. So they're trying to add, and you can tell that they're really trying to add. And I think it's, in general, despite that it's an old game, I think it's very well done. It is fun, it's innovative, and I really enjoyed playing it, actually. So I would definitely recommend it. So thank you for watching Painting with Moo, and I will see you next time. Bye.